Hello and welcome to part 2 of Learn to Embroider with Winnie the Pooh and Friends. In this tutorial we will continue adding embroidery to your Pooh and his honeypot square. Today we will be learning a new stitch, which is the back stitch, to create the outline of Pooh and the honeypots. We will also continue to add more of the very simple straight stitch that we learned in the previous video to add some shading detail to each of the honeypots. This video, along with the step-by-step instructions in your stitch library from the magazine, will help you to learn any new stitches. I really hope you'll enjoy adding to the Pooh and his honeypot square in this tutorial with me today. So shall we see what we'll need? For today's stitches, we are going to need a pair of small, sharp scissors, along with the Pooh and his honeypot square, the needle, the embroidery hoop, and thread 74 from issue 1, and then thread number 2 from this issue, which is a dark grey. For my first section, I will be using 2 strands of thread number 74, which is the mid-brown, to embroider the outline of Winnie the Pooh, and that's for everywhere except for his feet, which we will take on at a later issue. Take some time to practice the back stitch before you start on your painted square. You can recognise the back stitch as this is a series of stitches where each one is sewn backwards, hence the name. There are no spaces between each stitch, which creates the appearance of a continuous line and means that it's the perfect stitch for Pooh's outline. So step 1 of the back stitch, starting with your needle behind the fabric, push it up a stitch away from your starting point. Then take your needle backwards to the starting point and push the needle down from the front to the back. Push your needle up from the front to the back of the fabric, a stitch away from your last stitch, then go back down again through the starting point of the previous stitch from front to back. To continue along the line you would like to stitch, push the needle back up from back to front, another stitch away, and then push it back down from front to back through the starting point of the previous stitch. Repeat these steps following your line of stitching and ensuring that each stitch is completely the same length and that there are no spaces between each of the stitches. Use the lines printed on the square to help guide you. Backstitch is a simple and versatile stitch which can be considered the foundation for many other stitches and embroidery techniques. Since the stitches can create a continuous line, it's a great stitch to use for outlines and even curved lines. Like running stitch, it is also the foundation for many other more advanced stitches, and backstitch is also a strong hand stitch, which means that you can secure seams and replace some machine stitching if required. Right-handers will stitch right to left and left-handers will sew the opposite way, left to right, and might need to use a mirror when translating embroidery designs. So once I've finished all of Pooh's outline, apart from the bottom of his paws, I'm then going to continue with the back stitch, still using 2 strands of thread number 74 for the rim outline of each of the honey pots and the pot outline of honey pot number 2, which is the middle pot. I am then going to complete the last stitches that use thread number 74 in this issue by adding a small amount of straight stitch to the shading on honey pot number 2. For more information on how to do the straight stitch, please check the previous video from issue number 1. Then I will rethread my needle with 2 strands of thread number 2, which is the dark grey, and that is for the outline of honey pots number 1 and 3, which we'll be doing in the back stitch. I'm going to move on to completing the remaining stitches detailed in this issue using straight stitch to complete the shading of the honey pots numbers 1 and 3. And to finish, we're going to secure our stitch by sliding the needle under an existing stitch and make a loop. Then pass the needle through the loop to make a knot and repeat. So that is our new stitch from issue number 2, which is the back stitch, along with further sections using the straight stitch complete. I really hope you've enjoyed continuing your Winnie the Pooh quilt with me today, and I hope you'll join me for the next tutorial where we will be learning detached chain stitch and picot stitches, so you can embroider more of the meadow, including the flowers, stems and leaves. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.